Hello, my name is James McLachlan, editor of Car Design News, and I'm here with Derek Jenkins, Lucid. They call you Senior Vice President of Design and Brand, which feels a little bit kind of maybe a little bit old school these days.
It is, yeah. I'm working on that, so we'll hopefully adjust that in the near future. But yeah, it's that's the title I hold at the moment.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Derek, lovely to see you, and you're all the way over in Geneva in Europe. I mean, it's Lucid obviously has a presence here in Germany and Norway and a handful of other places, but we saw today the Lucid Gravity, which is the next step, I guess, on the Lucid journey. Batteries aren't as small as we probably want them to be, but you've managed to make something pretty. I'm not going to use the word compact, but you know, it's not the behemoth.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, no, it's a very good point. It's a great question. Quite honestly, this goes all the way back to the early days when I met Peter for the first time, and he talked about his vision of where EV packaging and the opportunities for packaging was going and where we could take it. And so this whole premise of the miniaturization of drivetrains, the making more compact, energy dense battery packs, and then very cleverly packaging so we could optimize and basically class up or more with interior space on the inside and keep the outside compact. And so that fascinated me, because it's like, I feel like vehicle architecture is design, you know, and it really does. If you have an advanced vehicle package, half your work's done, you know, because you've got great proportions, or at the very least, something unique that you can own, and then the rest of the design process starts to fall into place. So we've really taken that to heart. Both the engineering team and the design team really work hand in hand from the early days to kind of define that, optimize space, and really make the most of packaging for both design and usable occupant space.
And that occupant space is very obvious as soon as you start to explore the interior of the vehicle, because you've got you've got a very clever use of the frunk to start with.
That's right.
This is interesting in of itself. I've got a nice picture of you sat in it earlier.
Yeah, this whole idea of people and gear or stuff is so important. I mean, coming from the US where so many people drive pickups, and even I sometimes struggle with, it's like you have this massive vehicle, and only this is for people. People want to take stuff, you know, and it's like, I think that's fairly universal on different scales depending on the market. And in our case, kind of maximizing frunk space, again, comes from miniaturization, thoughtful layout, optimizing vehicle volumes for the frunk. But same thing, second row, fold flat seats, so we really optimize that. And then of course, in our case, third row with Gravity, it's like a stow and go condition. So you end up with this incredible, you know, 2.5 meter kind of space. It's insane. And that's something I relate to. I've always loved like VW buses and things like that, where you have this really amazing usable space, yet you can convert it back to people space. And I really think that the EV transition, if applied properly, creates a wow factor that almost any consumer is looking for.
It still feels like, I guess if you're looking at kind of signs in the zeitgeist, it feels like there's a bit of an EV, like a stutter or a stumbling block there at the moment. What's it going to take, do you think, to get past that? And what can designers do to convince consumers, potential consumers, that this is
It's really a big point. I mean, because as designers, and I've had this conversation a dozen times just today, and I really do feel, I think we're all thinking about this and we're all pondering this. And I really think there's multiple factors. There's price wars going on. There's a flood of new EVs, some good, some great, some not at all. And so there's that. There's a lot of fatigue around EV. All of these factors are kind of weighing on the discussion. But I would love to do like a forum just on this topic, because I really feel like this discussion about, like, it's not enough just to electrify a vehicle. That is not going to win anybody over. And I really feel like it comes down to the technology itself and how good is it, what we do with it, how we package it and lay it out, and how we kind of like present this as like these new experiences that are gonna wow people and really draw them to the point where they say, yeah, of course I'm gonna give up on an IC vehicle. It's our job as designers to really drill down on this, understand what is it going to take this to the next level. Because just making a car electric, literally anybody can do that.
We may well take you up on the forum idea.
Honestly,
yeah.
this is like to come together and debate this topic, because are we too early? Are we too late? Are we not doing a good enough job? What's happening here?
Exactly. Well, Derek, always fascinating to talk to you. Thank you so much for sparing some time.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.